Keyshawn, the bad businessman Davis, makes the worst business decision up to date, and he does everything in less than 24 hours. Before we get started, first thing is first. Everybody is saying that Keyshawn Davis is a weight bully. If 90% of the boxing world is saying that Keyshawn Davis is a weight bully, I am pretty sure he is a weight bully. As we all know, Keyshawn Davis is the 135-pound champion, and he was supposed to fight Edwin de los Santos. So they were supposed to make the weight of 135 pounds. Edwin de los Santos came in at 134 pounds. And Keyshawn, the businessman Davis, came in almost at 140 pounds. So Keyshawn Davis gets stripped out of the 135-pound bout. But Edwin de los Santos is the only one that can win the title if the fight goes through. Because Keyshawn Davis was asked if he could still make the weight, and he said that he could not because he already outgrew the weight limit. So Keyshawn Davis did not even try to make the weight the second time, because you are allowed to try to make the weight. And Keyshawn Davis already looked way bigger than Edwin de los Santos, and Edwin de los Santos looked way more drained than Keyshawn Davis did. So Keyshawn Davis and Edwin de los Santos team did try to negotiate to keep the fight going. So they had to pull out of the fight because they could not agree to negotiations. They actually wanted a lot of money. But in the end, Edwin's team decided not to go through with the fight. They said because of safety reasons and what happened between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia when Ryan Garcia came in 3 pounds overweight. And we all know what happened in that fight. Ryan Garcia beat the living ish out of Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia was not even training that hard. So yes, Edwin de los Santos pulls out of the fight, making Abdullah Mason and Abdullah Mason's opponent become the main event. And speak of the devil, if Keyshawn Davis knew that he cannot make the 135-pound limit, why did he challenge Abdullah Mason? As we all know, Abdullah Mason was gonna be the co-main event, but then he got bumped to the main event when Edwin de los Santos pulled out of the fight. Now, I can see why you're calling out Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo is a bigger star and he is way more accomplished than you. So yes, I can see why you want to beat him. But I do not see how come you want to fight Abdullah Mason. He is just a contender and has not been a champion. I just don't see what Abdullah Mason is going to do to your career if you defeat him. To me, that is a disservice for your career and to yourself. Now, Keyshawn Davis kind of reminds me of Devin Haney, how much bigger they are than their opponents. Now, to me, Edwin de los Santos would have been the biggest name on Keyshawn Davis' resume. But to me, I believe Keyshawn Davis missed weight on purpose. I'm pretty sure he could have done 135 pounds, but he decided not to. Now, Edwin de los Santos came in at 134 pounds, and Keyshawn Davis came in almost at 140 pounds. That's almost 6 pounds difference. Why would you need 5 or 6 pounds to defeat Edwin de los Santos and you steadily call out Teofimo Lopez? Now, I have said this in my past videos, I always thought Keyshawn Davis was a fake person because he keeps saying this story that he knocked out Teofimo Lopez's dad and Teofimo Lopez just watched. Now, I really do not believe that story because 90% of the people I know would have done something right then and there. But Teofimo Lopez Sr. denies this as well, so I believe that more. Come on, we all know he did not try to make weight. You could tell in his attitude, so I really think he is a fake person. And I really do know he knows what he was going up against in Edwin de los Santos. And I really do think he was nervous just the way he was acting, especially in the face-off. He actually pushed Edwin de los Santos, and de los Santos was not even shook by him. And in a previous interview, Edwin de los Santos stated that Shakur Stevenson is a way better boxer than Keyshawn Davis is. And I said that myself as well. I saw Edwin actually beating Keyshawn Davis because I never thought Keyshawn Davis was a great fighter. I think he's a good fighter, but not great. I also heard he was chinny, so his bigger frame is able to absorb more punches from all the smaller fighters. And you can see the big size difference between Edwin de los Santos and Keyshawn Davis. Edwin de los Santos is a natural 135 pounder, and Keyshawn Davis looks like he could be fighting at 147 pounds. But say Keyshawn Davis was already fighting at 140. Say he already tried to make the weight right. He tried his hardest to make the weight. Now he tried to make 135 pounds, right? But he came in way over 139 pounds, right? Well, that is the weight that the fighters that fight at 140 come in at. They're trying to make 140, so they come in 139 and change. So it would have been a 135 pounder versus a 140 pounder. That is very unfair. Talk about a weight bully. At least Devin Haney tries to make weight, and he does make weight. And some content creators are even saying that Keyshawn Davis is the next face of boxing, just the way he is moving. I did not know missing weight on purpose and being a weight bully is gonna make you the face of boxing. You're scared to go in there at 135 pounds against Edwin de los Santos. What makes you think Teofimo Lopez is gonna do to you? I never really thought Keyshawn Davis was that good. I knew Shakur Stevenson is a way better boxer than Keyshawn Davis is. If Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson fight, I have Shakur Stevenson schooling Keyshawn Davis. But guess what, guys? I ain't the biggest, I'm the baddest. And if you want to hop out your boy, throw $1 at the super thanks. I got a roll. Peace.
Let's go, champ! Let's go, champ!